Hey, what's going on, people? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. Welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Search and Destroy B defense. Yes, I'm going to be showing you a specific location or variations of it of how to defend the B target on Modern Warfare 3 in the Search and Destroy. Now, keep in mind, this is a two-person strategy, so it goes hand in hand with the A defense that Meatwagon22 is bringing out as well, and you can catch those on his channel. Link is in the description if you want to follow him. Or rather, see them there, you can follow them, do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. Anyway, so keep in mind, for those of you that don't like camping, this is going to turn your stomach. But at the same time, if you're smart and you hate campers, you should pay even closer attention, because if you do not look in these locations when you play against myself or other people that are watching this and wanting to learn this technique, you will die. That much I promise you. You may not like it, but if you don't pay attention, I'm going to kill you each and every time. Alright, this is the basic strategy for B. Now, the Claymore here is not necessarily meant to actually kill. You'll see I place it on the corner, trying to confine it. It's not, as I said, if it gets a kill, great. If not, all it is to trigger and let me know if someone's actually near B. Because in the position, which is where I am right now, I've essentially got B sealed off. And I also help prevent them from sort of sprinting through the open there, you know, that side to the left where I'm actually got my red dot on right now, from accessing A. And what it is, the two-person team on defense, we pretty much lock down the bombs. So Meatwagon is covering the far side. You can see him in blue to my right. He's got a, what is it, a motion sensor or whatever. And when he needs me over there, without him actually having to move from his position, I can get out of my position, come and help him make the kill, and then fall back when I need to. Remember that Claymore is still at B, and even if it doesn't kill, it's going to let me know if someone is real close. Chances of them actually planting the bomb with the Claymore there without destroying it, almost everyone destroys it. Almost every single person will try and get rid of it because it is a risk, and you don't want to, you know, risk getting blown up while you're planting. Granted, and now this position here, I want to talk about this since I'm sitting here almost as if I got the game on pause, which of course you can see that I don't. Yeah. But C. Fisher from, you know, the old school NGT elite team, he plays a lot of GBs. He made a good point. Search and Destroy is a positional game. It's all about positioning yourself right, which is what we're doing here in order to actually get the win. It's, you know, for those of you that want to do rushing and everything like that, Search and Destroy, in all honesty, is not necessarily for you. Yes, you can rush on there, but when you have a team that plays like us, which is very, you know, well, positional. I mean, we're waiting. We set up traps. We set up sight lines so that we always have the advantage no matter how you're actually coming in. And that's the way it's set up. Now I'm going to get this guy. I'm showing this is 2 rounds of the same game. But anyway, so situational. He actually prefers capture the flag. Capture the flag is more, you know, constant action, and that's fine. I mean, if you're a rusher, it's probably a perfect game for you. But you got to, I mean, too many people on defense, Search and Destroy, you don't defend A and B by running into their spawn. If they're a crappy team, fine. But if you're starting to play against good players, sorry, rushing the spawn, absolutely stupid thing to do, especially if you're able to, you know, if you're supposed to be defending. Someone can slip through, like maybe you're rushing on one side, maybe he goes right through you. No defense on either one or the other target, and then you end up having to defuse, and you put yourself at a disadvantage. So that's what he meant by positional. So right now you can see I'm positioning myself. Now a good point to make, you know, Meat's calling this out. This is how we get kills. He's got on that side without him leaving his sight line. I've got my Claymore there. He can make a call out saying I've got a guy coming around wide right through our spawn, and I can move from my position, make the kill, and return here back to my defensive position. Now this angle that you're looking at here, I'm actually, you can tell, and hopefully you can, I'm actually using my peripheral vision, or at least on the screen there, to check both sites. Because even though the Claymore is at B, it's easy to get through it. Remember, it's more of an alarm system. So I'm watching the hallway here, which I'm transitioning through right now, and I'm watching the B target directly at the same time without moving. Too many people constantly looking back and forth, back and forth. That second that you look back and forth could be the second that either he slipped through or is coming straight at you and now has the advantage. That's why it's important that you find, if you're going to play the style that we're showing you, it's a good idea to get in the habit of keeping sort of angles, wide angles covering 2 entrances. Just like this again. You're going to see me sort of, you know, I'm watching because I think there's someone coming. But you can see I'm always returning to this angle here. Always returning in case I can see their head. And when you don't move, it's very difficult for the enemy to actually spot you. It makes it very, very hard for them. You always have the advantage. If they go through the claymore, they didn't see it, it doesn't kill them, they will be injured, and it's a lot easier to take them down. Now, I think, am I waiting for this guy? There we go. Very, very close one there. Again, though, he's giving me callouts. He's letting me know that they're coming without him actually having to give up his position. So it kind of helps out quite a bit. It's teamwork. And now I made a kill from there. This is a thing that people always make a mistake. When you make a kill from a certain location, move. You know what I mean? That position becomes compromised. They either see it on the radar, or even the starting position that I showed you. If you make a kill from that position, do not repeat it for the second round because that position is compromised. They have knowledge of your whereabouts, and chances are you're going to die. You're at least put yourself at greater risk if you don't move. Alright, this is a completely different game. Same strategy. You're going to see me do the exact same thing, and I do this time and time again. Of course, you've got to switch it up. It doesn't work 100% of the time. Nothing that you do will work. It always changes based on who's in your lobby, basically. So again, now this guy gets watch. It actually killed him. I'm like, well, I might as well get it before the enemy does. I wasn't stealing it. He killed himself. They were like, ah, man, you took my care pack. I'm like, what am I supposed to leave it there? And here's the advantage of using this side of the wall. This is one tactic that you can use. When you go prone right here, they do not and cannot actually see you from the B target. So even if they get in there or they plant, that wall is a perfect cover system. And all you got to do is pop up. They have a disadvantage. Even if they look out there, as soon as they're past the B target, chances are they're going to look over here. They're going to see nothing, and in that split second, you can pop up and own them. Now this is, you got a perfect sight line, almost right for the head if they're coming from A or coming through that alley. Exactly what I was telling you before. That guy has a disadvantage. No idea that I was even there. Go in for the defuse. Easy. And you notice when I was in that other starting position, I positioned myself a little bit right, and that's to prevent getting flanked. Now I'm going to finish off this particular position or whatever just by showing the rest of this game. So these are two different games. Obviously, you can tell that. I've got a Predator, which throws things off a little bit. The IMS. The IMS, you know, even if I'm playing two-person or whatever, and my position is B, if I'm there, I might as well position this here. I mean, A is fairly problematic, plus any additional assistance you can provide is going to help, especially if you're not sure. If you're in a public match and you don't have two people, that's what you want to do. You want to use something like that to protect the other bomb while you concentrate on the other. And it allows you more or less, kind of like the Claymore, it lets you know if someone's near A. They're going to shoot it. You know what I mean? They're not going to let that thing live. Oh, that's such a Predator fail. But whatever. What can you do? I find them harder to use in this one, but maybe it's just me. So again, checking A. Normally I would put the Claymore there. Not going to do it this time. I see people dying. Staying around my area here. This is the other advantage too. If you stay in this area and you'll learn to defend it, you get a lot better and you'll learn where the enemy comes from. You'll learn how to maneuver around in that area, and it's way more advantageous. So anyway, try that position out. I promise you that it does work. It's better if you coordinate it with two people though. Thanks for watching.
No way.